have enough time to make it to all the events, do you? No. But you can always go here. But why miss it twice? Get Surf City Highlights and stay engaged with your community. Surf City Highlights.
Oh yeah, I love coming here to this show because one, you can see the ocean, it's clean, fresh air, it's open, everybody coming here is excited. So my product is different than anything else because we're salt and sass. So each candle has a little bit of saltiness to it and a little bit of sassiness to it. And I think especially right now in these times, it's making people laugh, which is exactly what we need. And it's very lighthearted, which is exactly what the beach community is, lighthearted and needs to laugh and wants to laugh.
I'm just trying to take that image, kind of elevating it, I guess, and giving it some, especially if it's an older logo, give it some new life, a little burst of color, to help just bring it some life, some new mojo, you know?
I love to create things and make them beautiful, and I like to put special intentions behind things. I use a lot of different crystals that have beautiful meanings to them. I like to put a lot of love and aloha into all the pieces that I make, and yeah.
Over the last 3 consecutive years, Peterson Elementary has perfected a pro in-person reading tradition for their students, partnering with the National Reading Across America program for building positive reading habits among grade school students. 2021, the 4th year for Peterson and its PTA, saw the pandemic challenges ahead, but still managed to bring together an even larger dedicated field of reader helpers consisting of over 46 volunteers, community members, and civic leaders together, spanning 31 classrooms within the Huntington Beach City School District.
And some are very, very bad. Why are they sad and glad and bad? I don't know. Go ask your dad.
Cats like to chase, pounce, eat, wrestle, and hide. Some cats live indoors, some cats live outside.
This year's collaborative effort took the experience online.
We were going to cancel, like we've canceled pretty much this entire school year. And, you know, the one thing that we thought that was hindering us, which was doing something like this on Zoom, and we weren't sure that, you know, people would want to participate. They actually were super excited, and it ended up being a blessing because we could invite so many more people doing it this way. And it was comfortable for people. You know, not everyone wants to be
In person.
They
feel more comfortable behind the camera.
Yeah.
A champion of early childhood reading, Peterson Elementary says it matters to be proactive.
It's at grades 1, 2, and 3 that significant reading problems really begin to become evident. And when you trace this back to where it's coming from, aside from learning disabilities and other challenges, the biggest thing that we see is simply a lack of practice and a lack of reading in the home. And so if we can get parents and get other family members, get other community members committed to just reading with their students at least 15 minutes a night, it increases the students' literacy, and it allows them to really get to the point where they can read for enjoyment and read for pleasure instead of just learning how to read for the sake of learning how to read.
The program's 4 years old now, and yet you've been able to do it through the pandemic using technology.
Well, I think it's a real good example of the way in education we continually adapt to any curveball that's thrown our way. And here at Peterson, we average in excess of about 30,000 a year hours a year of volunteer time with PTA. So our Peterson PTA consists of not just parents, but several local members of the community. And it's by getting all of these folks involved that really, it gives the example to our kids of what we're looking for, which is a highly literate society as an end goal.
The need to plant the reading seed early is fostered by the support of concerned individuals.
Okay. What can you see? What's wrong with this one?
A shoe on the roof.
Very good. There's a shoe on the roof. It shouldn't be there.
We have a great community, and everyone that has done it in the past begs to come back every year. So we couldn't do it without our community.
We remember that reading is fundamental, but nurturing it starts with everyone on the same page.
The magic is in you, in your words, and in your voice. Malala.
For Surf City Highlights, this is Matt Liffering.
This year was an increase in films that spoke to social injustice. So it was very difficult selecting something because we're usually a family-friendly, family-based showcase. But this year it was a little bit different. The tone was different. The mood was different. The films were heavier and more dealing with more serious issues. So we had over 200 films that were submitted. And we're very excited about that. The very first time we did this for Black History Month, we had 40 films. So we have just increased exponentially. And it's been really, really great to be able to share these films and get everyone's voices out there and let their perspectives and stories be heard. I believe we had over 30 films that came from Africa, and that was huge. That was really important because it also showed an international perspective on injustices, but they weren't quite the same injustices that we deal with here. So it was really unique to them and their experience, and so it was great to be a part of that.
Well, you had some heavy hitters that entered.
Yes, it was really cool. We actually had Academy Award honoree Charles Burnett. He has done tremendous amount of work in the film industry, and his docuseries that he submitted had very notable names like Debbie Allen.
Everything shut down. We shut down the dance studio. We shut down Grey's Anatomy. We were the first major television show to shut down.
And Cheryl Lee Ralph, people who are very, very well known and veterans really. And we also had an award-winning journalist from Greece, which was something that we didn't expect, especially for Black History Month. But this journalist specializes in Black studies and Black social issues. How long did it take you to gather all of this information?
I'm not Black, but I feel as I am Black. I visited first time Africa 7 years ago, and this was the motivation. This journey changed all my life.
We are so grateful to the City of Huntington Beach, and letting us have access to the Zoom account has been tremendous. We had the highest number of registered attendees in the history of the showcase. Never before had we had that many people chime in, and it was really great to be able to speak with the Los Angeles Times and offer them a quote as well, and speak to really the character of our city. And we're a large city and we're all different, and I just love the fact that this was a showcase that was very well received.
The Host Lions Club of Huntington Beach hosted a can drive which is part of a regional effort by Lions to help feed the needy, and it's in 2 parts.
Part 1 was February 13th at Resurrection Lutheran Church as the food donations started to roll in. The food drive was not new to the host Lions, also known for their care and service for the sight impaired. But because of the pandemic, the group had to most definitely pivot to keep the good works going.
It's caused us to have to look at different things to do because we want to do community service, but the things that we usually do, like the pancake breakfast or our Crab Fest event, we can't do. So one of the things that we found that we can help out the community is with food drives, and we've done a couple of food drives this year to benefit Robin's Nest, and this month we're doing a food drive in conjunction with all the other Lions clubs in the state of California through the month of February, and today is our first collection date.
And we also want to keep a pantry going so that whenever we have a need that arises right away, we can go right to our little area and get the food out of the pantry.
Part 2, February 27th at St. Wilford's Church, as even more donations flowed in from the public and Lions members, ready to be taken to the full Orange County contingency in Garden Grove to support the nonprofit Hope.
We're all Lions here and we serve, and it's a wonderful thing to be able to donate to the community. That's the thing I love about Lions. We're so hands-on. It's very simple. We serve. That's it. That's what we're all about, and we serve our community as well as the world nationwide, and we have so many good things that we do here and everywhere.
When it comes to service, HB Host Lions has found their way through the pandemic.
What are your thoughts about being a donation today?
Oh, I think that's absolutely wonderful. I think it's a wonderful idea. Whatever we can help anybody during the pandemic, we're happy to do it.
Thank you.
Lions we serve!
Matt Liffering, Surf City Highlights.
Yes, so here at the City Gym and Pool, we're offering socially distanced swim lessons where instructors teach from the pool deck and our parents are involved with hands-on instruction in the water. So we have classes from ages 6 months up to basically 15, 16-year-olds. This class in particular is a mommy and me class, 6 months to about 3 years. We also do classes for preschool children as well as elementary age children. We recently got our pool replastered, so it's really nice to be in there. It's heated to around 88 degrees and it's just been a lot of fun. So really we're trying to get kids comfortable in the water, ready to develop their swim strokes, ready to go to the next level, be more independent in the water, but really establishing the grounds for their safety, making sure they're comfortable in the water. We learned some basics like floating on their back, blowing bubbles, and really just being comfortable in the aquatics environment. Coming up into summer, water safety is more important than ever. So we do offer some more swim lessons coming up. We'll do a spring session in April and May.